Hey, good Monday evening, mid-Missouri. If you're watching this, the weather the rest of the night looks pleasant. Tomorrow's the big focus, I know, for a lot of folks, and it's going to be hot. We're looking mostly dry, but we are tracking a hint of storm chances. They're going to be very isolated, so let's dive in here. The ABC 17 Storm Track Future Track shows a quiet and warm evening the rest of the night. We're dry. We don't really need to worry about any more chances for rain. In fact, the clouds that are out there tonight, they clear through the overnight hours and into early tomorrow morning, where we're starting near about 70, give or take a degree or two depending on where you are. By the time we get to noon, we're crossing that 90-degree threshold already. Remember, it's going to be a hot day. And further south, we're not only dealing with, well, warm temperatures, but better moisture as well, better dew point. So it's going to feel even warmer. We're talking about a heat index value potentially reaching triple digits for some folks tomorrow afternoon. So again, we're tracking potential for some isolated storms, especially in the south near I-44, Lynn, Osage Beach. There's a chance for rain there as well. Really, that rain chance could reach as far north as I-70, but the chances are real slim. Don't cancel any plans. Don't count on a washout. It's going to be a mostly dry day. There's those showers potentially reaching as far north as I-70, but really, realistically, it's going to be a pretty dry day on the 4th of July. Just pay attention to the radar if you have any outdoor celebrations planned, which I know a lot of us do. Future track showing by Wednesday morning. We're talking early Wednesday morning before sunrise. Activity moving in from the west. That's going to be along kind of a slow-moving front at first. This is going to advance further, more quickly later in the day on Wednesday. So let's get through the 4th of July first. We're mostly dry in the evening. Temperatures are in the 90s by sunset, and then we're looking at 80s hanging on through about 9 to 10 o'clock before we fall back into the 70s later into the evening hours. We're feeling hot again, the 4th of July, feeling like triple digits. We're a little cooler Wednesday. That's with that chance of storms that's moving in along that front. That chance of storms does pose a slim, severe risk. As it sits right now, the Storm Prediction Center has this all highlighted in level 2, but I'm not confident that we're going to stay like that. Thanks to the timing of this front, if we don't see strong storms on arrival, which it doesn't look like we may, well, then our severe threat's going to have to come later in the afternoon. Watch where this front is by the time we get to the afternoon. Front looks like it may be already halfway across the viewing area by the time we get to 12, 1 o'clock, with better development happening out ahead of that front by 5 o'clock to 6. And by that point, it's just on our eastern border pushing away. So that faster movement of the front is something we've seen recently. And if that's going to linger, if that's the speed that we keep with this forecast, which it looks like it's possible, pushes the severe threat further to the east, but that also pushes the better rain totals to the east as well. Take a look at where we have our best rain over the next 3 days, likely in the St. Louis area. So again, that's another good sign for you if you don't want severe weather. If you want the rain, though, it's unfortunate because we're going to miss it maybe to the east if we keep the current speed of this cold front. That's the one big question mark, is where do we see that front and when? And again, we're going to get a better idea of that the closer we get. But we need the rain. We could use it. The drought as of Tuesday has widespread extreme drought all across mid-Missouri here. That's what you're looking at there in the red. And, well, our temperature outlook over the next 6 to 10 days, it's going to leave us on the border. We've got potential with this cooler pattern that's setting up shop with this jet stream that's going to eventually form just north of this high pressure. That's going to bring us a rainier pattern and a cooler pattern as well. That could bring us some cooler air, but more importantly, more rain, and that's what we need right now. So we're trending above average in terms of rainfall in the forecast. That starts to kick off Friday through Saturday and Sunday. We may not see washouts, but we're going to see daily chances for rain as long as we stay in that wetter pattern just north of that high pressure. But again, that looks like it's going to keep the hottest weather to the south as well. Temperatures currently forecast for the weekend largely in the 80s.